Hey everybody, it's Dr. Earl here. It's about 2:45 a.m. It's now officially May 19th. It's a Friday morning, early Friday morning I should say. And for this clip I'm going to pay a little homage to probably one of the best voices in alternative rock, being Chris Cornell, the frontman of Soundgarden and later Audioslave. As you know, he hung himself in my old hometown of Detroit. Him and Soundgarden were doing some shows at the Fox Theater. Apparently the show ended after 11 p.m. He went back to his hotel room, and around midnight his wife sent somebody to check on him, and that's when they found him. He hung himself. Now, this is a big surprise, because we didn't know the guy was depressed. If he was having issues, did he talk to somebody about it? Did he talk to his wife, kids, bandmates, friends? Because, as anti-suicide as I am, I would say, hold on. Don't close that one door. Don't end your life over something that's considered temporarily. And I say that a few times because, or actually I say that a lot because, as you know, as I stated in one of my earlier clips, that I lost a good friend named Izzy from suicide the same way. He hung himself. And I lost my girlfriend of over 3 years, Nancy, but that's from prescription pills. I haven't really, and I still today, here it is, how many years later, I'm still not really recovered from that. The man was no doubt a phenomenal vocalist. He was able to hit a lot of good high ranges, almost like what Rob Halford did back in the day. He couldn't get, of course, that way high like they did on the Priest track Exciter, but he was able to hit some pretty good high notes. Obviously, was considered one of the greatest voices in the alternative rock scene. Of course, he also later on, after Soundgarden broke up, he got together with the members of Rage Against the Machine and put together Audioslave, released a couple albums, but they broke up because there was no chemistry there. I know it's a couple of songs you did were pretty good, damn good. So there had to have been some there. 2010, Soundgarden returns to the mainstream. They get back together. They start touring, put out a greatest hits album, recorded a couple new songs. Kept on touring, doing shows, festivals here and there. And of course, as we know, they get to Detroit, my old hometown. Played the Fox Theater, which I, of course, remember very well. Though I haven't been inside of it, I rode by on my bike on a few times. Drove by it a few times when I had my car at that time. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. I feel bad for his family, his wife and 3 kids, his bandmates, his management. I think we all should loan him our support to them as mostly, especially as kids. So they're going to grow up fatherless now. But my only question is, what was the deal? What was it? Depression? Was it mental issues? Was it something that we didn't know? Of course, you were a very private person, according to many people in the media. So we may never know until the later on, but still it just kind of bugs me. Now, keep in mind, everybody, I wasn't really that big a fan of Soundgarden. There were about 3 or 4 songs that I did like from them. Outshine was one of them. Their cover of Black Sabbath's Into the Void is another. A couple of others as well. So it makes no sense why he would do this. We may never know. I don't suffer from depression, so I would not know. If anybody who has this issue with depression, feel free to make a comment or write about it on the comic section of here. You know, so I'm not gonna cry because, but I'm still surprised, So I just want to say, we salute you, Chris. Thank you for the great music that you made with, of course, The Garden and with The Slave. And our thoughts and prayers to your widow and your children, your bandmates, and all your fans. And to everybody out there who's thinking about doing the same thing, don't do it. It does more damage than it does any good. I'm Dr. Earl. Subscribe to my channel. Godspeed.